Welcome back to Churn Farm. This is episode 4, I believe. We just want to sprinkle. It's raining like hell, which it tends to around here. But I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of fertilizer on this side. We've got Guy is busy ploughing still. He's not happy. He is definitely not happy. As I may have mentioned, this is set in a small private valley, and it seems sometimes the mindset of the inhabitants here is still back in the 1970s, where it was the enemy was the Englishman. I'm just gonna see if I can do this with this. No offset. I'll just move it over a bit. Yes, they seem to be set in the 1970s, where the English were still very much the enemy, for very good reason. We had, after all, taken most of their land. Still not happy with it. Just not too worried if I get some over the edge, but and Di is a definite example of that. So to excuse me as I try and set this up, that should do it. We'll try that. What we got behind? Oh yeah, we're okay behind. Alright. Let's get rid of that one, that. And switch on, and away we go. And the locals don't seem to like talking to me a lot. Now I wonder if I can just miss this. Not quite. Well, that's worth a try. Just pick that up again, on, and away we go again. Yeah, they don't like talking to me a lot. And in fact, trying to get served in the local shop can be a pain, and of course, as soon as they see me coming, they revert to speaking in Welsh, no matter what they were speaking before. I haven't known anywhere quite like this for a long time, even worse than rural Norfolk, which can be bad enough. I should know it's my home county, but oh, should really just set that on there first. That's better. Oh, don't tell me you've got another one there. Or will we just miss it this time? Oh yeah. I think we got most of this done now. Not too worried if I don't give it full coverage. It isn't so bad in here. Just break the cool GPS model. Right, I think we're almost done. Oh, we could just. I think we might have to do this last bit by hand. Come down here and whip through it fairly quickly. It's just this edge needs doing. I'm not so certain what else I've got to do now. get rid of GPS completely. Put this away. I think I might, I know it's wet and all that, but I have prepared the field. I'm going to put some early wheat in there. I think just a little field early wheat should do the trick. Guy isn't overly happy with this new to him tractor. He wanted to keep the New Holland, but tried to explain to him it wasn't possible. We'll have to get a bigger seeder too before we start on the big fields. It'd be fine for the little one, but it's not gonna work on the bigger one. I hope this thing is man enough. Got seeds in there, I take it. I'll just find a trigger. Got it. Yeah, so all in all, I'm not having a happy time here at the moment. I will stick it out. I've been paid to do a job, and a job I will do. And I will get my way on it. Let's see what we've got in the well weight. Oh, we've got a full load of weight on it. I think I can actually take some of that off. So it looks a bit better. I'll seed this one and I'm just going to cultivate the other one. There won't be too much happening today. I think I'm going to do this by eye. It's not going to make too much difference. Just go straight across here, and we're filling as we go. Very odd shaped fields. Actually, looking like it'd be better off to go the other way. I'm going to do this bit. I'm just going to lift it and go north to south. I'm probably using the wrong tractor, as I should really hit the T7 out, but the little beast will do me fine. We'll take a trip, hopefully we get time, I'll take a trip over to the BGA just to see what that's like. Can't quite see where I am in relation to the field. I'll go down this side here. We'll go down the side and just keep going until we're done. Not going to be done 100% correctly this field, but it's more a case of just getting it done, getting something into the ground so we can get some money in. I don't really want to go into the big overdraft or the big bank loan if I can help it. I might just swap this over for the T7, you know. There's a struggling a bit on this field. And just get around to the pathway here, drop the seeder off and just go and pick the T7 up. Wherever I put it now. I never remember where I put anything in here. put it over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see it. These new holes are good, but I think I might have went slightly too small when I ordered them. I probably should have gone for the T7 as a small one. Let's see what we've got this one. Go a quick walk around and see. Yeah. I'm going to need to put some weight on the front. I'm going to bring the menu up. That should do. Right, take that down again. Yes, I need to cultivate the other field. I should do that with T7 as well. We do need that John Deere, and that's going to be doing nothing but ploughing for the next few months. I'd say I want to plough every field if I can. Missed a bit there, but we'll come back to that. We'll whip round the headlands when we're finished. Get straight lines. I'm not going to worry too much about getting the outside of the field done. This will be an ugly bit of seeding. Go, it got dropped in again. I was talking to a distant relation of mine who's farming back in Norfolk on an old ridge, and they have had no rain at all for ages. I'm going to cut straight across here, and we've come in and fill those little gaps in at the end. Whereas we've been here, and this is only about the third or fourth day of actual farming. Or the second day, may even be the first day of actual farming. I lose count after all. And we have heavy rain. Not the best conditions to be doing any farm work on, but this needs to go in. As I say, so we actually get some crops in the ground. Oh dear, look how well I missed that. I think I need to run my wheels over the ready sown bit. Does anybody want to check and see whether it's... Oh, that's better. So I've got quite a bit of filling in to do. Luckily here is a good runoff. It shouldn't take too long to do, but it's going to take forever on that big field that Dye is on at the moment. Also, if I was sensible, I'd put the ridge markers out, but they're for sissies. Sort of about double check. I've got wheat in there. Might be certain Dye will finish that field off today. I think it's going to take him 2 or 3 days. Then I'm not going to plough this field here. I'm just going to cultivate this one. Don't think it's going to make too much difference. Only had a covered crop on it after all. Been asking around too for the likelihood of getting any other help in on the farm when the time comes. Doesn't seem very likely. The stupid thing is, because the family I'm doing this for are actually Welsh and were born and bred in this valley. So the locals being the way they are, they're cutting the nose off to spite the face, so to speak. And this will bring employment in an area where there's very little, as the docks is true, but the machinery shops shut down some time ago. Most of the other places of work with minimum staff, it's not a good place for employment. Well, I'll have a look after we've done this, see how it does get on anyway. Take a little dryer. I'll take one of the tractors up to the BGA. I don't think I'm fancy going on the bike in this. It's gonna be very, very wet. And what they tell me, this is one of the wettest parts of Britain. Could make me normal joke, excluding Manchester, but there might be some Mancunians watching. I don't want to upset too many of the subscribers. I'm not very upset a few with my description of the Welsh, but rest assured it's only those in this valley. The majority of where people I met are very nice indeed, but this valley, as I say, it seems like that caught in a time bubble. I'm still wondering what to put in that other field. The big field, I'm going to put that down to barley. I might just... Well, the BGA is quite a while away. I might just put some maize in there for the BGA. I mean, like I'll run the boat, but going to because I haven't got a maize harvester, a forage harvester. What I put in the BGA this time, of course, was grass. I can get more if I put a corn crop in there or a maize crop of forage in there. Oh, let's go in there, it's better. Don't I remember all those bits I missed, which is rather too many. I have heard from the owners asking how we're getting on. As I said, only after a sort of week here, really, and not even working for that length of time. It's a bit early to say yet. I think they're a bit impatient to get this up and running properly, and my task is to get, if not all the fields done, the majority done. And I don't think I'm going to get them all back under cultivation. Some of the far outlying ones, but it's mainly just to get the thing back on its feet and making money again. I need with what I put into turn £1 million before I can say I've actually got anywhere. And true to what it should be, I'll have a small, about 50 head of cattle, so a small milk thing, but mainly it's going to be sheep, and I will put in about 200 to 300 sheep, I think, which means getting a lot of grass, and some of these fields will probably be turned over to meadow, especially around the sheep area. The amount of grass I'm going to need for those is nobody's business. I will most probably need one of these tractors, probably the T5 down there, with front loader, attachment on, and pallet forks, just to keep moving the wool bales out of the way, which I'm expecting quite a number. Ground doesn't seem to be getting too wet yet, but because it hasn't been raining too long here this time, but they do tell me you can expect rain throughout the year, which could make harvest a bit hit and miss. We will have about near a 6-day window to harvest stuff, so I don't want everything coming up at the same time. And we'll have to plan planting these. We'll be sowing about 3 batches, and if we can get the manpower, I think we'll need at least 1 more combine, with probably 2 more. Seeders, I think, well, keep this one for this little job. These fixed seeders are nice for these little fields. I'll get the trialled one at least 6 metres and possibly 9 metres on the big fields, and get a couple of those. I reckon I'm going to have to make something like 3 million to make the 1 million back. The amount of money we need to spend still. I have actually spoken to some of the other farmers around here. Well, I didn't go down. Let's try again. Take 2. Oops. Take 2, and there's a tree there. Try this time. And about borrowing equipment, no deal, no dice at all. I shall store that away for when we get, when we get this on its feet and we've got plenty of equipment and they want to borrow something. I do hold grudges. Being a contract farm manager means you don't have to stay in the area afterwards, so you can upset a few people. The chance of you being asked back to the same area is remote. A lot has happened to me once. It was a situation not unlike this, but actually up in my home county, up in North Norfolk, and they're funny though up there. Well, they can be, and they upset me. I wouldn't help at all. I needed to get the harvest in. We'd had a very wet summer, believe it or not. which for Norfolk is quite unusual, and the corn risked being just rotten in the fields. And I needed to borrow 2 more combines to get it in time. We had these 2 days which looked going to be fine and good enough to cut. And would they hell us like? But I actually managed to get the biggest part, get nothing to actually make money on the year. A couple of years down the line, and a couple of really good harvests, we had everything running really well. And we had another wet summer. This time I had 3 combines on the farm by then. Not all big, some old, well, one old, small one, a medium size and one large one. All case. And I'd got my harvest in good time. Neighbours hadn't. One who refused to help me came round, asked if he could borrow a combine. I told him, just remember what you told me, mate. Oh, I used it for that. Just remember what you told me, old boy. And the answer, the same as you gave me when I was in trouble a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. He went away as a flea in his ear. Well, the upshot was I got, about 5 years later, I just finished another short-term contract, and I got another contract up in North Norfolk, same area. It was the farm of the old boy I just told where to go. Luckily we had a bit of a laugh about it. He saw the funny side. He was actually gone into hospital. He just lost his wife and he was going to the hospital, and he wanted someone just to run the farm for the summer. I actually got on very well with him in the end, and we still write to each other. He's still alive. He's retired now. He decided that it was time for him to pack up and hand over to his son. His son at the time, how should we put it? It's what they used to put on, allegedly on hospital charts. NRN. In case you don't know, stands for normal for Norfolk. I'm allowed to say that I am a Norfolk boy, born and bred. Anybody else says that, I get very upset. But he wasn't the brightest candle in the box. Apparently he's not doing too bad now. He met one guy who'd been working with the old man for many years, was made foreman. And he's keeping the young lad out of too much trouble. I'm having a real pig's ear of this now. Better. Oh, we're almost done. Just clean it up, have a look and see how Di's doing, and a quick drive down to the BGF, if you remember where it is. And of course here, if I haven't already mentioned it, there is no milk pickups. We have to deliver all milk. Dairy gave up doing pickups many years ago, especially on this farm, so being a small valley, we are a bit out of the way of them, and I think it's sometimes someone upset them here. It was about before they shut down. I was putting the mothballs that the milk pickups had ended. We're probably beyond to the old milk marketing board days. must go and get in touch with some of the merchants around it too and find out what they're after. I may even, didn't think about it, I may even rape in the big field. I ain't going to want too much straw first. I will collect straw this first year, ready for putting animals in. Must just do a slurp of drink. My throat is getting dry. That's better. Missed a bit here. That more seed than I thought it would. This field, it doesn't look that big. Oh yeah, I missed a big lump there. And some more there. One day I will learn how to farm. I've only been at this job for about 40 plus years. I think I shan't look down at BGA today. I shall give that a look next time. Not at the time, I think. My day is going to be taken just for seeding this one field. As you notice, I'm not advancing the time much in between episodes. It's deliberate. I've decided that this one it's going to be slow and steady. We're just in this little bit now. I may well do some remodeling on these fields here. I don't know what I'm going to do about the other side. It's a telegraph post. Di will get in a hell of a muddle with those. May well, I'm going to miss a bit here. We just and we've got trees here which doesn't help. Simply just get on one now. Really must be. Let's just pump some power into this. See where we are. Oh yeah, we've got the white caught round the tree, right. Easy way up, not that way. I don't want to do that one, just drop that off. And see if we can manage the rest of it out of the way. We can just pick it up again now. Perhaps not. No. Could try and just... Oh, we dropped that weight again, see if we can just kick it out of the way. Oh well. No, do without it. If we can, if not, we'll have to get the weight off the other one so we can get that back out of there. Shouldn't be too bad on this field. It's not too soggy as yet. But wherever you look, this tree is here. And no, I'm not going to get these chainsaw. I'm not allowed to. It's one thing the owner's gave me strict instructions on not to touch the trees. And look like Doy's gotten a bit of bother. He might better get himself out of it. This is bad here, oh yeah. This is bad here to try and get anywhere. You may have missed a big section there. Just come in on this edge here and just do this edge. Or attempt to get this bit here we missed. I'm going to go around, do the bits of dye and finish that little bit off, and that will be about it for this episode. Not one of the more exciting ones, but they never are around here. So I've still really got to meet anybody from around here. They just don't seem to want to know. Ah, I missed all this lot here too. Just do that. I'll come up here and fill these bits in we missed. Don't mind missing bits around the edge, but I'm not so keen on having big gaps in the middle of the field. As close to the edge as we can get it, but mainly so I can hit this next section here. I may well change this to I never use these smaller fields. Grass is a possibility. I will need plenty of grass. I'm not too certain how many I've got here. Oh, look at the moisture now. Oh, that places it's 70 odd. Better off to back out of here and come back in again. So I missed a big area here. This basically is how not to see the field. One easy lesson. I'm getting so much muck on the screen I can't see where I hit and where I haven't. One last bit on this corner. That will do. Get a nice slope and go back here and just finish this little bit off. So you're better off to come in. This way, just finish this off, swing around, just lift it once we swing it tight. There's a big gap we missed up there. We'll go around and just do the around the headlands up here. Yes, I do not concentrate on one bit at a time, which is why I'm a manager and not an actual farmer. Around here, slowly drive back down the field and just finish that last piece off. If I come across a bit I missed, I'll fill it in. No, it doesn't look too bad. Down here. So there's marks on the screen. I'm beginning to think bits I missed. Really must clean this screen. Well, the tractor itself should be clean in this rain. Last bit. Hallelujah. Oh, right. Bit here. That's it. Right, let's get this lot put away. Next time I'll cultivate the other field. I think I'll leave the ploughing onto the big fields. The small stuff will just have to take a cultivation. I'm not going to try and plant more than the first 3 fields this year. Trying to see where we can put this in there. I'll sort of leave it. On the cement mixer, hop inside, it'd be easier to see. I'll just hop across now and see how he's doing now. Well, he's slowly but surely getting there. This is a big field. I am going to have to go deep in the red. I haven't got any Oh, well, we've got plenty of loan left. I think I'm going to have to take most of that loan up and may even get a 9 metre seeder already prepared. Let's see what we've got. Don't think we've got much in the way of. Oh, we got this one. We'll have to cultivate first. What have we in cultivators? It's only a 4.5. I can't remember. I haven't got that much engine power to play with. 6, 8, 250. It's gonna be just about on the limb. I forget what the this JD is. 225, right? So that's out. 4.5, 8. So, any of these. Oh, it's only a 3 metre. That's no good. I think we might probably be back on possibly a second one of them Masios. We've got one of those already. Just let him turn himself around, and I will say thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe. Consider leaving a like if you liked it. If you didn't, don't bother, of course. And it's all for now, and so next time we will start by having a look down the BGA, then come back and do some look like not certain how far through the BGA it's got on its process, but as soon as that's ready I shall be dumping that in to get some money. So as I always say, cheerio for now. Cheerio.